Imagine standing before a mountain pass no army dared to cross, a place called Thermopylae, where a few warriors would soon face an empire. The year was 480 BC, and King Xerxes marched toward Greece with one of the largest armies in history. Persia still remembered its defeat at Marathon, and Xerxes swore that Greece would never humiliate his empire again. Orders spread across the Persian Empire as thousands of warriors began gathering from distant lands. The army kept growing with every passing week, with archers, cavalry, and elite guards marching beneath the Persian banners. To invade Greece, Xerxes built bridges across the Hellespont, allowing his entire army to cross from Asia into Europe. Many Greek cities surrendered without a fight because the size of the Persian army terrified them. Fear spread across Greece as people wondered if their homeland would soon disappear forever. The Greek city-states had rarely trusted each other, but now they had no choice except to unite. Leaders gathered to decide Greece's fate, with some calling for peace while others demanded resistance. One city, however, refused to surrender, and its name was Sparta. Spartan boys trained for war from the age of 7, building their lives around discipline, endurance, and courage. To a Spartan, retreat was the greatest shame because honor mattered more than life itself. As Persia approached, Sparta faced a difficult problem when a sacred festival delayed the departure of its full army. King Leonidas refused to wait and chose to march north with only a small force. Leonidas carefully selected 300 warriors, each an experienced veteran ready to die if necessary. Most of the chosen soldiers already had sons, ensuring their family names would survive even if they did not. The warriors quietly said goodbye to their families, knowing many of them might never return home. The 300 Spartans began their march, and along the way, thousands of Greek allies joined them. Their destination was Thermopylae, the only place where a small army could stop a giant one. Steep mountains rose on one side while the sea blocked the other, leaving only a narrow path. Leonidas studied the battlefield carefully because he knew every step would decide the future of Greece. Soon, dust appeared on the horizon as the Persian army finally arrived. Thousands became tens of thousands, and the endless Persian columns stretched farther than the eye could see. The greatest battle of ancient Greece was about to begin, and neither side knew that history would remember Thermopylae forever. Xerxes looked across the narrow pass with complete confidence, believing the Greeks would surrender as soon as they saw his army. Instead, a small line of warriors stood waiting, their bronze shields forming an unbreakable wall. Xerxes sent a messenger to Leonidas, demanding that the Greeks lay down their weapons. Leonidas answered with only 2 words: "Come and take them." The Persian king was furious and immediately ordered his first wave of soldiers to attack. Persian warriors charged into the pass, but the narrow path prevented them from using their full numbers. The Spartans held their shields together, and their discipline stopped every attack. Long spears struck with deadly precision as the first Persian wave quickly collapsed. More soldiers rushed into the battle only to meet the same unbreakable wall. The narrow pass became crowded with Persian troops, and their overwhelming numbers suddenly became a disadvantage. The Greeks fought as one, with every warrior trusting the man beside him. Hours passed without a breakthrough, while Persian losses continued to rise. Watching from his throne, Xerxes grew impatient as nothing was going according to plan. He ordered his elite immortals into battle, the finest warriors in the Persian Empire. The immortals advanced with confidence, expecting an easy victory. Leonidas calmly gave new orders, and the Spartans tightened their formation. Shield struck shield across the narrow pass, the thunderous sound echoing through the mountains. The immortals attacked again and again, but every assault was thrown back. The Persian elite suffered heavy losses, and even they could not break the Greek line. As the sun began to set, the battle slowed, and both sides prepared for another day. The Greeks celebrated quietly, knowing the hardest fighting was still ahead. Xerxes could hardly believe what he had witnessed, as a handful of defenders had stopped his mighty army. That night, a local man named Ephialtes made a terrible choice. He secretly approached the Persian camp, claiming to know a hidden mountain path. The path could lead behind the Greek defenders, and everything was about to change. Ephialtes stood before King Xerxes and revealed a secret path through the mountains. Xerxes immediately saw the opportunity and ordered his best troops to follow the hidden trail. Under the cover of darkness, the Persian force began climbing, with every step bringing them closer to the Greek rear. Greek scouts soon spotted the movement, and the alarming news reached Leonidas before sunrise. Leonidas understood the truth at once, realizing the pass could no longer be defended for long. His commanders gathered around him as they faced an impossible decision together. Leonidas ordered most of the Greek army to withdraw, wanting them to live and fight another day. The Spartan king chose to remain behind, and his 300 warriors refused to leave his side. Several hundred Thespians also stayed, willingly choosing to fight beside the Spartans. The final defenders prepared for battle, knowing that no one was expected to survive the coming day. As dawn broke, the Persian army attacked again, and this time the Greeks were surrounded. The Spartans charged forward without fear, their goal no longer victory but resistance. Wave after wave crashed against the defenders, yet the Greeks refused to break. Leonidas fought at the front of his men, inspiring every warrior around him with his courage. In the chaos of battle, Leonidas fell, and the Spartans fought desperately to protect his body. The fighting became even more brutal as every remaining defender knew the end was near. Persian arrows filled the sky until the sunlight disappeared behind a storm of missiles. One by one, the Greek defenders fell, yet none asked for mercy. When the battle finally ended, the pass fell silent as Thermopylae belonged to Persia at last. Xerxes had won the battlefield, but the cost of victory shocked his entire army. The sacrifice at Thermopylae spread across Greece, giving hope to people who had almost surrendered. The courage of Leonidas and his warriors became legendary, inspiring future Greek victories against Persia. More than 2,000 years later, the story still lives on, and Thermopylae remains one of history's greatest symbols of courage.